in the locker room. Each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Aldridge roaming the sideline. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Miles Bridges is out there with Barkley. Then it's Junior. Then it's Ball. And it's Levine in at the 3. And for the Warriors, we've got Jonathan Kuminga. He's out there with Wiggins. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. In recent years, we have seen some unexpected teams, Richard, get off to hot starts. Why do you think that is?
Well, even if the front office is going a different direction, the players and coaches are not. Players don't care about a high draft pick. Players are out there making sure that they can be in a position to stay in this league.
Pass to Barbosa. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Here's Podziemski, covered by Barbosa. Left side, Ball, looking for Bridges. He gets it there.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Launches a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
And who knows, if you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
Here's Podziemski after the made shot from Zach LaVine. And Kuminga gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. 6-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
And Richard, for the Warriors, a number of future Hall of Famers playing a part. But Stephen Curry, we all know this, is the center of it all.
He's the greatest shooter ever, Kev. We all know that. But when people say that he changed the game, a lot of times I like to give credit to the entire team. Having Klay Thompson help Steph be Steph. And having Draymond Green with that defense and his passing ability helped Steph's game go to another level.
Barbosa's shot is off.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Pass to Podziemski. Kuminga kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Back to Kuminga. There's the 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And the pass to Barbosa. And it's denied. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. A pull-up. And he knocks down the jumper.
Great hustle on the break. Wiggins taking advantage of that scattered defense.
Bridges outside. Here's Barbosa.
Ball in.
Shaw's checked in for Chicago.
Golden State basketball. Substitution on the court.
Warriors trail by 4. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. Outside, Green.
Box out.
And the Warriors miss again.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Passes it to Levine. Down low, Barbosa. And that comes off the assist by Levine. 8 points for Junior.
Showing off those playmaking skills, Levine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a...
Off the inbound pass. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points. With his first shot this game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
So for Chicago right now, Kobe White is out there with Junior. Then it's Zach Levine. Then there's Shaw. And it's Bridges in at the 4. White against Curry. Takes the 3. To the right side. Here's Moody. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the inside. Here's Barbosa. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Barbosa's got 10 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
To the paint. Here's Wiggins, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Zach Levine. First personal
This
foul.
is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A nice shot by Moody.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Count it. 14 points for Junior.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
Curry outside. Shaw with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Offensive rebound. Barbosa goes back up. And he lays it up and in. 16 points for him.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Curry against Ball. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Golden State moving the ball around. And it's Wiggins missing.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Clippers, was tremendous. He scored 48 points, and he was a two-way player, causing the opponent headaches on offense and defense. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Junior really making a difference here.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and they need a timeout to figure out and answer prayer if there is one.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly
That's the end of the first half. With a score, your Warriors 31, the Bulls 33.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Jonathan Kuminga out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Podziemski, covered by Barbosa. Out to the right wing. Pass to Podziemski. 6 to shoot. Over Barbosa. A shot by Podziemski, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the number one reason why they're winning right now.
The Bulls have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
The free throw drops for Barbosa. Warriors trail by 7. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Here's Podziemski. And Barbosa pulls it down.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And they pick up 2. And now it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Podziemski. And that time, also a missed shot.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Levine wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Levine's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Podziemski, covered by Barbosa. They get it back. Pass to Podziemski. And Barkley sends it back.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Barkley throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Throws it up high. It's tipped. Bridges with the steal. Curry against Ball. Kick out to Levine. Barkley trying to break loose. Second chance shot, and Levine lays it in. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Off target from three-point range. Warriors trail by 16. Out to the wing. Here's Jackson Davis. Defended by Barkley. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Wiggins to end the run. Ball with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Miles Bridges.
.115 left to play in the third. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Steph Curry has changed the game, but he's going to be hard to emulate. Steve Kerr says he has maybe the best hand-eye coordination in the world. Coach is not bad in his own right as the career leader in three-point percentage, but in their free throw competitions, Steve says he swishes everything. The guy's annoying. I can't beat him. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Whole team.
Substitution
For the Bulls, Zach LaVine's checked in for Terry. Junior comes in for Dosunmu. And Ball subbed in for White. Here's Barbosa. That shot off. Great D that time from Green. Taking a look at the Bulls. We've got Barkley. Ball out there with Junior. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's LaVine in at the small forward. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They led by as many as 18 points. Barbosa gets the bucket.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass to Kuminga. And Barbosa pulls it down. Barbosa's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball against Curry. The drive-by Ball. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Warriors trail by 12. Right side Curry. Shoots over Ball. The focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Barbosa passes to Bridges. Back to Barbosa. Buries it down low. Barbosa's got 33 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Curry. On the wing, Wiggins. Over to the wing. Here's Podziemski. That Ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists now tonight. Curry against Ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 11.
I mean, I love the determination with Ball. Always attacking. Does a great job of putting the defense on its heels.
Pass to Podziemski. Wiggins, and Wiggins able to finish.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Ball dishes to Barbosa. Good on the bucket. Barbosa's got 15 points here in the second half.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
To the middle, shoots, and it's Green, missing. The Bulls leading by 11. The pass to LaVine. On the wing, Bridges. Inside. Barbosa's shot is off.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. The three-pointer, no good. And Chicago shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bulls.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Junior.
Steals are almost a forgotten stat. We don't talk about them a ton, but he's been huge in that category.
Here he goes. That one falls. Barbosa's got 37.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Megan. Hope you guys are having an amazing summer. If you guys are ever trying to catch me out there on the courts or get some hoops in, you know where to find me. I'll see you guys out there.
What's going on, 2K community? I am super excited for this summer. We're going to be balling out all day, all long. So I can't wait to see you guys in the rec, in the park, on the court. I want to see you guys.
Yo, what's going on? It's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. And if I had to pick...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Miles Bridges is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Junior. And for the Nuggets. And the forward spots, Porter Jr. and Gordon. Murray out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Bryant in at center, filling out the middle. Well, Grant, for them, this is game 2 of a back-to-back. Does that schedule wear you out as a player?
You know, at times the schedule can be tough, but sometimes it also works in your favor because you can maintain a good rhythm game to game.
And so here is Denver. After the basket by Chicago.
The combo guard, Murray, capable of hurting you with his scoring as well as with his passing.
Pass to Barbosa. Shoots over Melton. Barbosa can't get it to go. On the wing, Murray. Gordon outside. The three. No luck on that one. On the wing, Junior. Defended by Gordon.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And it's the Nuggets ball. Murray passes to Bryant. Back to Murray. Pass to Bryant. Shoots over ball. Bryant, no good.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Grant, when teams come to play the Denver Nuggets, it's not just another regular game in a normal city.
Yeah, I mean, the altitude of the mile-high city is an adjustment for many players, BA. Even if some guys say it doesn't affect them, don't let them fool you. It takes some getting used to. Trust me, I know. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Chicago, Barbosa.
And both free throws good for Junior. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Murray against Ball. Oh, they get a hand on it. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. And with the season just underway, here's a quick look at the early power rankings to see where we're at. You look at Denver, not a bad place to be, holding on to that number 2 spot.
Well, right now for Chicago, they've really delivered so far, playing with incredible energy and just steamrolling lesser teams.
The Nuggets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Murray finds Bryant. Here's Melton. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Ball against Murray. Kicks it out to Bryant. 4 on the clock. The Nuggets with another miss. For Chicago, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Bridges passes to Barbosa. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game. Denver's gone 0 for 2 from outside. On the wing, Murray, hounded by Ball. Kicks it out to Bryant. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Denver.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
Now here's Porter, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. From deep, Melton kept alive. And then Porter with the dunk.
You'd love to see Porter Jr. do this more, using his height to rescue the possession.
And stolen by Murray. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. A step back shot. And he can't bank that one in.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
For the Nuggets, Brown's checked in for Melton, and Conley subbed in for Murray. Now here's White. Inside. And Junior with the basket on the assist by White. Barbosa's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Gordon.
Way to snatch it, Gordon.
Goes back up. Shaw pulls it in. Gordon with a steal. Step back and fire. And again, Denver no good.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
And that one drops.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And here's Porter outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Barbosa. White finds Junior. Sinks that one from the post. Barbosa's got 10 points in the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Porter from outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Barbosa's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 12 points for him.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And so it's Chicago going into the break.
16.
Fans, make some noise for your DNC Junior.
We welcome.
Substitution on the
and some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
And Grant, as someone whose career spanned eras, you feel playing defense is more difficult than it was 2 decades ago?
Oh, B.A., it's much more difficult, in part because the contact allowed is much more strict. Shooters can create contact and be rewarded with free throws, and the skill level on offense has truly raised. It makes it tough for the defender to really get down and play that tough-nosed defense.
On the court for Chicago, they've got Junior, and it's Terry in at the 2. Barbosa can't get it to go. Denver in the lead.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He ended up with 37 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. Numbers like that make you do a double take. Let's see if he can turn heads once more in tonight's action, guys.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Chicago foul. Barbosa. That's his first personal foul.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
The Bulls making a switch here. Bridges is checked in.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Junior against Conley. Buries it down low. Barkley. He has 6.
A strong move at the rim. The defender was just a tad bit late in contesting.
Pass to Porter. 35 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Brown. He's covered by Levine. 6 to shoot. And rejected. Here's Terry. Melton covers. It's Bridges on the wing. And the three-pointer goes. And now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And this is how you execute through contact. Porter Jr. outworking the defense in style.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play.
Your Nuggets, 38. Bulls, 34.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the forward spots, Porter Jr. and Gordon. DeAnthony Melton out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Bryant in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Pass to Porter. Melton with the ball. Rejected by Junior. In transition. Here's Bridges. And the shot goes in.
Miles Bridges.
Bridges has got 8.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Back to Melton. 6 on the shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Melton. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trailblazers.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there. And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Porter from outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that too.
Monstrous jam by Levine.
This is what we've come to expect from Zach LaVine. Poetry in air.
And the Nuggets call time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game.
Substitution on the court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And he makes it on the layup. Barbosa's gotten 4 this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Conley looking for an opening. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Watson. With some arc. Back to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets with another miss.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Got a hand on it.
Long arms and just great instincts. That's how Gordon finds the big block opportunity.
And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at Chicago, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long.
Checking out the Bulls, give them credit. I mean, they've been playing very well this season, but they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal right now. They know they have a bullseye on their backs.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Terry, the pass to Bridges. Down low. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Barbosa. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Now just a 1-point Denver lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Conley against Junior. Now here's Conley, tightly guarded. Wide open. The shot that time not on target. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The Nuggets on top, up 1. And we're
Bulls 55.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Zach LaVine out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Junior. Then it's Lonzo Ball.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The Nuggets trail. Now Murray. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Melton left side. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 6th rebound on the night.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
The Nuggets shooting at 45% of the game so far. Pass to Porter. Here's Brown. Now here's Bryant. To the paint. Clock at 6. And the shot goes.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Junior with it. Now guarded by Bryant. Ball no good.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Murray passes to Bryant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his third personal foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And Barbosa gets it to go.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Melton with the ball. Got a piece of it. Murray deciding where to go with it. Pass to Bryant. Here's Brown. Over Levine. Can't connect from 14. Chicago leading. And Barbosa gets it to go. Barbosa's got 8 here in this quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Murray passes to Porter. Bryant outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync. Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Rise to the challenge, young fella. Zach LaVine wants the ball in key situations.
Here's Murray, and it's rejected. 3-on-3. Here's Ball. Good. And the assist goes to Junior. Barbosa's got his 5th assist in this one.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a... Good look before the defense can set up.
Yeah, just forcing his way to the rim. Murray knew his fate going in there and got rewarded with a foul.
Jamal Murray.
And Murray drops them both.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points.
This is why Lonzo Ball was drafted number 2 overall. Elite vision and size.
Murray against Ball. Melton outside. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Mike Conley's checked in for the Nuggets. Now a timeout called by Denver.
Mike Conley.
They're trailing by 7. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter.
Time to fire off some t-shirts. Who wants one?
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. And they were blunt with their team, telling them if they want to win, the comeback has to start right now. They can't waste any possessions. Plus, they told the players, we need some stops. A very direct way to communicate, Brian.
Allie, thank you. And Barbosa gets it to go. And now it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
And the Bulls shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. LaVine against Porter. LaVine passes to Barbosa. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the D. Barbosa's got 34 points. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porter's shot is off.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to Barbosa. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Melton, right side. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Melton against Junior. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Gordon. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
And Barbosa gets it to go.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that'll do it, folks.
Our next guest is your Rise affiliation leader, Shakedown. Welcome back to 2K TV, my man.
You know who it is. It's your boy Shake. Back at it again, man. Sitting here with my boy LD2K, ready to get this Rise versus Elite opportunity on the game. So let's get it, man. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, people are out there competing, and they will be competing the rest of the summer. Rise versus Elite. The standings are close, Shake. What's it been like for you?
And as they gear up for this challenge on the road, a look at the Cavaliers. A look at Cleveland's starting group. At the guard positions, it's Garland and Mitchell. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. And it's Strus in at the three. And for Chicago, we've got Barkley. Miles Bridges is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Barbosa in at the two. It is still early in the season, Greg. We'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases freak out because of record. There's still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
Bounce pass from Garland. There's the pass to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High arcing shot. Garland with the bucket.
Well, that's how you use the floater. Darius Garland gets into his bag.
Pass to Bridges. Kicks it to Barbosa. Barkley trying to break loose. Barbosa gets the bucket. Barbosa's got his second bucket.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Allen against Barkley. At the teardrop. That one no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
You know, Greg, it's nice to have a big man like Mobley out on the floor with all the things he can do.
And Kevin, you gotta love his skill set for a 7-footer. Really diverse in terms of what he brings to the table. And then you hear so much praise for his attitude and his feel for the game. What a valuable player to have on your team.
Barbosa gets the bucket. Now Garland, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Allen outside. Back to Garland. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball.
Darius Garland.
Garland's got 5 points so far.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Barbosa. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Last game for the Cavaliers, they picked up the W against Charlotte. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
This is what Donovan Mitchell is looking for. He wants to seek out body contact and get the hoop in the heart.
Shaw's checked in for Miles Bridges. And Cleveland also making a change. Griffin's checked in for Allen. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Garland against Ball. Feeds it to Barbosa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 8 points for Junior.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
The wide open look here for Garland. And the three off target.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His
Bulls trail by 4. And Greg, you talk about rim protection. Cleveland can really shut down the lane, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, they have the personnel to do it. Big front court and quick guards who can keep ball handlers in front of them.
Bridges out there with Shaw. Then it's Kobe White. Then it's Junior. And it's Levine in at the 3 slot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
And White kicks to Barbosa. The shot, no good. Good D by Mitchell. Cleveland leading by 4. It's Allen, top of the key. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You like Allen to keep his concentration. Refuses to let the defense outmuscle or outwork him.
White the pass to Barbosa. From the line. And it's Barbosa again missing.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And it's Mitchell missing. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. White against Garland. Count that one.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Allen outside. Mitchell wide open. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Darius
Garland's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Barbosa. Down low, Shaw. And that one's drained from the low block. Shaw's got his first points of the night.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Garland. Here's Mitchell. And it's White with the rebound. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 4-point game. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Barkley is checked in for Shaw. And it's... Oh!
Yeah.
Goodness. LaVine.
Such a big-time athlete. LaVine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Mitchell with it. Barbosa picks him up. Shoots from 12. And that one's good. Mitchell's got 11 points.
And how's that power move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
So for the Bulls. We've reached halftime in this one.
That's the end
Cavaliers
of the first
ahead.
half with the score.
Ending the second quarter with a net.
33, the Cavaliers 45. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. At the guard positions, it's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the small forward. Kick out to LaVine. It's stolen by Strus. And they're on the break. Here's Garland. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. You've heard people say it's a make or miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
Clock at 6. Count that one for Mobley.
Okay, Evan Mobley, a big, folks, but you can see the touch on that mid-range jumper. That's pure.
Ball, the pass to Barbosa. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Allen. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland. Barbosa with it. Garland picks him up. Barbosa against Mitchell. Barbosa gets the bucket.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Garland finds Allen. For 3, Mitchell. Ball with the rebound. Bulls have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Barbosa. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Mitchell passes to Mobley. Barkley grabs the board. Bulls trail by 10. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist by LaVine. Barbosa's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, LaVine has really worked on those playmaking abilities. That's a pretty pass right there.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers are trying to win now while also developing a young superstar in the making in Evan Mobley. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, "What we're trying to build is never putting one person above the greater success of the team. So it's a balance, because when we get to our best, I believe Evan can be our most impactful player. But it's on us to get him there." Kevin?
I like that approach. Thanks, D.A. Now, here's Garland. 5 points in the game. Allen left side. Barbosa against Garland. Just 4 to shoot. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Bulls trail by 8. Terry dishes to Barbosa. Terry looking over the floor. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
The Bulls shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
At the line for the Bulls, Terry. One shot.
Free throw, good, Terry. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Porter passes to Griffin. To the middle. Okoro shot is off. Bulls have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Barbosa. Again, Chicago.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Here's Porter. Rebound by the Bulls. Barbosa's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Terry. Banked in off the glass. Terry's got 5 now.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Garland fires from way outside. And another miss by Cleveland. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Levine. Barkley is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Barbosa in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And there's the pass to Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Barbosa. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Kennard. Another one falls for Chicago.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Mitchell against Barbosa. Pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. Kennard against Porter. For 3, Mitchell. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists now tonight.
The Spider is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Kennard kicks to Barbosa. Puts it up from 7, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Passes it to Strus. Here's Mitchell. Count it from 12.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, there are levels to this, and Donovan Mitchell can hurt you from everyone. Nice midi there.
Barbosa against Mitchell. Barbosa gets the bucket.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Floats one, and Allen with the layup. Allen's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
Porter against Kennard. Back to Barbosa. Makes it off the glass. Barbosa's got 24 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Porter looking it over. Six on the shot clock. Free throw line jump shot. Chicago grabs the miss. Barkley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Barbosa against Porter. And he gets it again. Shot good from Barbosa. And it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're behind by 4. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Wound up there for Allen. That shot misses. Chicago leading by 6. To the inside, Bridges lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, it's exactly what you want to see from Miles Bridges. Assert himself, use that frame to convert through contact.
Mitchell up top, covered by Barbosa. That one drops for him. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
For 3, Mitchell. Ball with the rebound.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Offensive rebound. And then Barkley with the dunk.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
And they go to the intentional foul.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
There's 39 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
1st personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for Chicago.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
2nd personal foul. 3rd team.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
For Chicago.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
3rd personal foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Barbosa.
He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 6. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Shot from the inbound. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, how quick from the touch to the release for Donovan Mitchell. Look out, defense.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
At the line for the Bulls, Barbosa.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Strus passes to Mitchell. It's deflected. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Max Strus. Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for Chicago.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Mobley outside. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got the sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan.
Down. Good shot. Let's go.
Good shot. Today I'm bringing in my buddy Josh. We've been playing 2K for over a decade together. So him and I have a nice two-man chemistry. And I'm also running with my man Eric, who's a great screen setter and a great popper, grabs rebounds. It's going to be a lot of fun. There we go. There we go. We had to bring out the elite swag out here with the apparel.
Ooh. I see.
There we go. Good shot, E.
Hello and welcome to Sunday night. So here's Portland's starting group. Henderson and Simons are in the backcourt. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. And it's James in at the 4. And for the Bulls, Miles Bridges is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Junior. Still very early in the regular season. But, Grant, what's the most important thing coaches are working on at this stage?
You know, at this point, it's all about really just getting your rotation set, finding which guys work best together. You know, you have to figure out how to maximize the talent you have.
Now, here is Junior. Here's LaVine. Good. And the assist goes to Junior.
Proving once again, LaVine is not all dunks and threes.
Henderson, the pass to Ayton. Henderson outside. Launches it. And it's Chicago with a board. Here's Ball. And that one's good.
So hard to knock Lonzo Ball off his center of gravity. That time, a good job of keeping his composure around the challenge.
Now here's Henderson. His last outing, he had 18 points. Second chance effort. Ayton, no good.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
And Junior gets it to go on the assist by LaVine.
You got to keep that head up, and LaVine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
Henderson against Ball. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
First team foul.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for Portland, Henderson. At the line for 2.
No good on the second free throw. The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Junior, left side. And he banks in the layup. Barbosa's got his second bucket of the game.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
There's Simons with a 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And the basket by Bridges.
I just love the ball movement.
Now here's Henderson, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Timeout called. Portland.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Portland, towards the bottom of the conference for now. They are not happy with this positioning.
When I look at Portland, by all accounts, the changes they made in the offseason are just not working out for them.
Yeah, lots of season left to go, so maybe a little too early to say that. The results have been anything but positive early on, but you've seen plenty of teams dig themselves out of big holes after early season woes.
And here are the Trailblazers now, after the basket by Chicago to end the drought. Nice jump shot.
And Anthony believing in himself that time, just zero hesitation on that, Jake.
To the middle. And Barbosa gets it to go. Barbosa's got 6 points.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Henderson. Banked it in off the glass.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Ball passes to Barbosa. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Ball against Henderson to the inside. Here's Ayton. He got a piece of it. James outside. Shot clock at 6. Tipped away. Tries again. They get it again.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Henderson after the basket by Chicago. Here's Sharp. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Bridges. Down low. Here's Barbosa. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 10.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
I like tonight that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Tipped.
Lonzo is a point guard, but at 6'6", using that wingspan.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Junior up top. He's covered by Simons.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
The 15-footer is good. Simons has got his second bucket on the night.
And Simons doing a good job operating and getting to his spot in the mid-range.
There's Ball with a three. Fires in the triple.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Bulls out in front, up 19. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. It's the initial thrust of that attack. As soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
They've got Alex Caruso Jr. He's out there with Kobe White. And it's Shaw in at the 4 spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And Junior with the basket on the assist by White. Barbosa's got 14 points for the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
White finds Junior. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Pass to Williams. Henderson outside. Now Graham. He's guarded by Caruso. Well, Brent, since you retired in 09, the game has really changed. What's your favorite part of how basketball is played now?
Yeah, BA, I think it's just the amount of skill and freedom that really coaches have allowed guys to play with. There's so much skill on the floor at every position, and it's a read and react offense. So the smarter you are, the more that you can process, and the quicker that you can do that, you can get advantage every time. And you start to see those teams flow, it starts to become something really special. It's always been about shooting. The league forgot about it for a couple years.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He dropped 35 points, and he didn't waste any of his chances, putting up an impressive field goal percentage. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Alec, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Graham.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And the Bulls call time here. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each one won.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls.
The T-shirts, let's hear it, fans.
That's the end of the first half with a score. The Bulls 49. The Trailblazers.
And with the second half upon us, 25. We'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Chicago has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Henderson and Simons are in the backcourt. Then there's Sharp, then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's James in at the 4-man position.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
There's Simons with a three. The putback. That shot missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Next up, the Knicks in New York. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. And the Trailblazers shooting only 39% so far in the game.
Such a dynamic offensive player. Great speed, great hops. Simons hard to stop when he makes his move.
Ball passes to Barbosa. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Oh, it's Pure again. He's now a perfect 10 for 10 in this one. And here's Henderson. He has 7. Shoots. And it's Barbosa with a rebound.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Bridges outside. Outside for Levine. Back to Junior. 11 feet out. Some solid defense from James.
Got to appreciate the aggressive defense he brings.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Back to Junior. Counted. Barbosa's gotten 4 this quarter.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Sharp. He's covered by Levine. And that one's good. Sharp.
Just a gutsy play from Sharp as he goes inside and absorbs all the contact.
Pass to Barbosa. It's stolen by James. Simons outside. Henderson scanning the floor. It's blocked.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Levine for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Junior.
Zach Levine.
Barbosa's got assist number 7 tonight. The Trailblazers have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Henderson right side. And it's out of bounds to the Trailblazers as Portland retains possession.
Portland ball.
For the Trailblazers, Robert Williams checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Jackson comes in for James. And Brogdon is subbed in for Simons. A minute 42 left in the third. Oh, stolen by Junior. Caruso, the pass to Barbosa. Over Sharp. Barbosa can't get it to go. Here's Sharp. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Plenty of flashiness to his game as Sharp can tie you up with his handle.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, DeAndre Ayton has big goals. He said, quote, I want to be the best young two-way player in the league, controlling the game even if I'm not scoring the ball. Being everywhere, creating shots, rolling, blocking shots, just being in the paint, loud, communicating. That's my type of basketball.
He's got all the tools, Allie. Thanks for that. Good stuff there.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First one.
Substitution on the court.
Now Ayton, outside, Williams. Here's Sharp. Screen. All right, let's pretend you are Adam Silver for a day, Grant. You get one crazy rule to test out. What's it going to be?
Ooh, man, one crazy rule. Wow, great question. Well, the WNBA has tried this in All-Star games. Live ball substitutions, a little bit like hockey. Keep the game flowing, a little chaos too. It'd be interesting, be fun, be very, very entertaining.
Ball is out there with Junior. Then it's Miles Bridges. Then there's Zach Levine. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. There's Simons with a 3. Portland again missing.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Sometimes Lonzo's got to put the defense on their heels and start attacking with some aggression. And that play he did so.
And that's good as he hits both shots. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Pass to Williams. Back to Brogdon. Here's Sharp. And here's Simons from downtown. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. The Trailblazers making a switch here. James is checked in.
Into the lineup for
The Bulls have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Ball finds Junior. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. From down in the low post, it goes. Barbosa's got 26 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Simons passes to Sharp. Simons against Junior. 6 on the shot clock. Brogdon with a bucket.
Great decision by Simons. He's got the reputation of a score-first guard. He can dish it.
Junior outside. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Three-pointer Sharp. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Now, three-pointers really haven't been a problem for Sharp since he's entered the NBA. He's looking solid.
2 minutes.
Ball passes to Barbosa. 1:51 left in the final quarter. The shot comes out.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Brogdon finds Simons. Ball against Brogdon. Ayton passes to Brogdon. Shoots over Levine. And it's Brogdon missing.
That's exactly how you want to see defense played. Got right up in his space to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And against a non-conference opponent, they really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Junior.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't. Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness!
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Brogdon, the pass to Simons. Another miss by Simons.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put...
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Woo! Let's go. How we feeling, Shake? 7-7.
I like a close game.
Me too.
No reach. Hands up. Hands up. Ooh.
There we go.
Can't stop me in the paint.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. A look at the Bulls starting lineup. Bridges out there with Barkley. Then it's Junior. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Levine in at the 3. And for the Knicks, Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board from the baseline. That's good on the jump shot.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
On the wing, Bridges. Barbosa against DiVincenzo. Barbosa gets the bucket. Barbosa's got his second bucket of the game to go. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Levine, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
Now here's Randall, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Pass to DiVincenzo, and out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
The Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
Stolen by Barbosa. He kicks to Barkley. Tipped away. Back to Barbosa. And the layup's good off the glass. Barbosa's got 8 points.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Brunson scanning the floor. Will it go? He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Barbosa.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Pass to Barkley. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And here's Brunson outside. New York with a new 14. Here's Randall. Over Barbosa. Up again. Brunson on the foul.
And how about the hustle there from Brunson? Excellent work. Just using energy.
Bridges dishes to Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Barbosa. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Yeah, and Ball, transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, you look at the...
And so here is New York, 9-point game. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. We've got Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart out there at DeRozan. Then it's Mitchell Robinson, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2-guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Tell you what, RJ, in over a decade, all DeMar DeRozan has done is get better.
Yeah, he's continuing to become a more efficient scorer. He's been a star. Multiple All-Star games, multiple All-NBA awards, and he's been doing it with different franchises as well.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against Portland, was tremendous. He had 34 points, and he was dominant at the offensive end with a high field goal percentage as well. Just a fantastic night for him. The guy he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
No good on that one. Knicks trail by 9. DiVincenzo with it. Barkley covering. DiVincenzo passes to Hart.